Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your friendly neighborhood PM here to give you your top 3 market points of the week. Now, similar to last week, we've had a very choppy week so far. We've had some highs and we've had some lows. So we're going to go right in your top 3 points and tell you what was driving that. At point number 3, it was Apple up over 4% yesterday on news that they are going to reconfigure their entire Mac computer line, specifically with new gen processors, their M4. Now, what this is going to do is this is going to highlight their new AI capabilities. Now, this is news that Apple really needed lately because they have been lagging in that kind of AI race behind competitors such as Microsoft and Google. So be on the lookout if you're a Apple user, maybe get yourself a new MacBook. At point number 2, it is rising geopolitical tensions over the Middle East. So news earlier this morning is Israel is prepping for a potential attack from Iran on government targets. Now, what this has done is really kind of ushered in a escalation of the conflict over there in the Middle East. And what this has done for the market side of things has led to rallies in gold, treasury bonds, as well as oil. So a lot is going on right now, and you can kind of see that flight to safety on some of those asset classes. Finally, at point number 1, it's kind of the one that we alluded to last week that we were going to talk about. It was CPI data. So we saw CPI increase by 0.1% in the month of March. This was driven both on headline and core data. And primarily what that was being caused by was transportation costs, healthcare, and rents. So what this is going to continue to do is kind of give the Fed some headwinds on when they can really start cutting rates. So as inflation remains sticky and stubborn, the Fed can't just necessarily go and cut rates because they're still trying to work to that 2% inflationary target. So that's going to keep pushing the rate cut projections farther and farther out into the future. And we are starting to see that futures are kind of pricing that in around the July meeting. So we're going to keep you up to date every time this data comes out and when we are starting to see when those rate cuts are going to happen. That pretty much does it for our top 3 points of the week. What are we looking to for next week? Well, next week is going to be primarily housing data. So building permits, existing home sales, and the like. And we'll kind of give you a breakdown on that next week as well. But otherwise, that does it for this week's video. As always, if you have additional questions, reach out to your financial advisor or dig into the written week in review. Otherwise, try and go enjoy the sunshine this weekend. We'll see you the same time next week. Thanks. Bye.